Okay, the next spot I'm going to fish today is a Tulpehocken Creek that flows into the Schuylkill River. I'm over here near Reading, Pennsylvania now, and it looks pretty good. Honestly, no idea what to expect. I watched a video earlier, someone did well here. It's always been on my radar, and you know I'm traveling today, driving around seeing what's what. So it's a good place to check out. I'll keep you updated. Okay, so this is what the Tulpehocken Creek looks like. I have no idea what to expect. Like I said earlier, the water's cool. It looks super wide. Looks fishy. Looks like it's gonna hold a lot of fish, big fish. I just don't know what to expect. I definitely don't want to fall in and make a fool of myself. This is a delayed harvest artificial lures only section, so I'm using spinners today. And I'm gonna stay near the bank, I think, and try and cast out to the center and cast out to the shade. Go where I think the fish are going to be, and hopefully we'll get a few bites. It's a beautiful day, only about 80 degrees. You know, I think this is kind of the play more and more throughout the summer you got to make, is go to the bigger bodies of water that can make sure the fish are doing okay, aren't going to be overly pressured, and then, you know, it's just a good win-win for everybody. So I'll let you know if I catch any fish, and I'll keep you tuned. All right, we got a bite. We got a taker on the spinner, and it's a little bass. All right, not a trout, but there's fish in here, and okay. So that's, like I said before, even if you're not catching trout, it shows the healthy ecosystem if you're catching fish. So I like sunfish, I like bass, occasionally, just to be able to gauge the waters and make sure that it's a healthy ecosystem. When I caught just one creek chub earlier, it got me a little bit nervous, because I know if you can't catch one silly fish, it's not even on your list, it's hard to really catch your target fish. So that gives me a little bit of hope here. My spinner's looking good. I put on a heavier spinner. I'm feeling like this might be a deeper body of water I want to get out further on. So I'm going to play it up close to the creek bank so I don't get into trouble. Cast out to the center and try to make a good day out of it. This looks like it'd be perfect for fly fishing. If you get out to the center of the creek and it's not too deep, you can cast any direction you like. There's no cars in the parking lot, no one here to bug you. So it seems to be a really great situation. I'm excited. So we're just gonna see where the day takes us. I just caught a second little bass on this creek. A really good sign of fish. So I'd rather catch some fish than get skunked. I was watching a video just earlier produced by another YouTuber who was trout fishing in the area, and he was doing well in this creek. And so far, I know I was a little bit anxious. I was a little bit anxious about the depth and the speed of the water, but it's only up to about my thighs right now, which is good. I'm super anxious about deep water. I don't want to be dunked again. I've been dunked enough times this year to not want to do it again. And waders. So far so good. I'm going to keep walking this creek up. I'm feeling good about it. And of course I snagged myself on a rock as I'm talking to you on camera. Okay, let's get that I'm done. Okay. Yet another bass. This is kind of fun. So I got 3 bass so far, just working this creek bank, and they're a good little fight. And as in the trout temperatures start to become a little bit unstable in some areas, and you want to look for other fish to fight, these are a good alternative. They're it definitely felt like a trout. I had to actually see the fish to determine what it was. So I'm gonna put this guy back in the water, and then he'll be off on his day. So I really would like to catch a trout. I'm gonna work the middle, I'm gonna work the sides, and you know, take a couple hours and see where the day takes me. But so far I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. I really like creeks that are shallower. You can see both sides of them. You're not gonna get lost, you're not gonna drown. I don't want to be on the news. So we shall see. And of course I snagged myself again. I'm stuck there. But if I just catch smallmouth bass all day long, I don't think that's a bad day either. So far, I'm enjoying myself from the Tulpehocken Creek. I haven't caught any trout yet. I just caught 3 bass. But the water is cool, it's clear. The bottom has like no big rocks or boulders for easy walking. I haven't felt like I'll get into trouble yet. I still see the shoreline right here, which makes me feel comfortable. I can see my lure coming in, which gives me confidence the fish can see it. I think it's a cool little spot. From my impressions right now, I think I would definitely come back right now. Maybe next time I bring a fly rod. I see a lot of bugs, but I don't see anything rising. But it'd definitely be a cool place to try fly fishing given the width of this creek and the shallow nature of it. It appears to really only be 3 or some feet deep, which is perfect and manageable for this type of fishing. Lots of dragonflies I'm seeing flying around. Really would love to catch, or at least have a trout bite. Or nothing else, just catch some more bass. The weather's beautiful. You really can't beat this with the wind coming in. You know, I'm enjoying this. And it's not that far from the major areas. It's only right outside of Reading, Pennsylvania. So from my house, about an hour. And from like most areas in southeastern Pennsylvania, probably about the same. So if you're looking for some fish, this could be a great spot. Hopefully I can demonstrate there's some really nice fish in here. And that's kind of my job. So we shall see as the day progresses. I'm getting to a part of the creek that looks pretty exciting. To my left, you can see that the creek is running a current to the left-hand side. So that's where the fish typically like to aerate. They really like to get a bite. Hopefully the trout are sitting there waiting for food to come across and they're going to jump on it. And the current's definitely picking up here. That's about 2 feet. So I think if I was a trout, that's where I would be right now. Some fast moving water, waiting for some food. So far, the water I've come across has been flat without really much structure or anything else. There's not really many boulders or anything in here. It's pretty easy walking, honestly. But I'm feeling lucky here. I'm feeling fishy. Let's see what happens. I think it would help if the water was a little bit deeper, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet deep in some sections here. Maybe it's still too shallow and the fish are in deeper sections that we're hiding, but the water is very cool. So that is still going for us. Well, I'm getting pushed back right now as I'm standing. My footing a little bit there. I either had a bite or I hit ground. Probably ground. This is where the fish should be. I'm starting to see some boulders up ahead too, which is good. More cover for the fish, the better. That creates little pockets for fishing opportunities. When it's just flat, it's really tough to figure out where the fish are going to be and need to, determine if they're even there. So you need some sort of structure, you need something going on. So I think I'm going to wrap up here today. I walked the creek up on one side, down on one side. I just didn't catch any fish. Trout. I caught 3 small bass. Overall, the creek looks really clear, clean. I feel like a lot of spots might be a little too shallow. This is a tributary of the Schuylkill. So I think maybe the fish went down that way to get cooler. I was hoping that since this is delayed harvest, there'd be more fish in here. But I wasn't even missing bites. So I would come back. Just not really the result I hoped for today, but definitely a place I recommend to check out.